Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Kairos and welcome to episode 1 of Let's Play Empire Total War with the Minor Factions Revenge mod. Now this is an excellent mod that I recommend you all try out. It will add plenty of interesting features, new unit rosters, excellent sound effects, and of course it will add plenty of minor factions for you to play around with. Now one of those minor factions will be the focus of this series. It is exactly 300 years since the death in 1722 of Captain Bartholomew Roberts, who is considered to be really the last great pirate captain of the Flying Gang of Nassau. And we will be playing as the Flying Gang of Nassau, those pirates who gave, essentially gave us our idea of what a pirate should be. And we will be trying to survive, as it were, up until that date of 1722, which was the end, really, for them as a force in the Caribbean. We will try and stay alive and see if we can carve a name for ourselves in the new world. So let's get into this. We want to go single campaign, grand campaign. And of course we have here all of these factions to choose from. Most of these you'll see initially are familiar, but of course you'll very quick Savoy, for example, you'll come across factions that you aren't familiar with from the base game. So it's wonderful to see these new factions, and we'll just quickly flick through them all. Hopefully you can see that. But the one we want, of course, is the Black Flag. We are going to be the pirates. I really wish they'd call them the Flying Gang, because that's what they called themselves, apparently. They didn't think of themselves as pirates. They were always privateers in their own mind, just gentlemen of fortune and all that. And I've been fascinated by their history for the last couple of years, and I'm going to leave a reading list below for you guys to check out. I highly recommend you go and check out those primary and secondary sources and learn something about the real Pirates of the Caribbean, not the ones from Hollywood, but the ones from history. They're fascinating people, and it's a fascinating period as well. So we're going to be doing a short campaign, of course. I am playing with 6 turns per year. This mod allows you to choose how many turns you have per year, and I'm playing with a max of 6 turns per year. So the year will go by in a more historically accurate, slower, we'll get more done in 1 year. We're going to be playing on hard because, to be honest, I find that any Total War game, when you're playing on very hard, it just feels like a tower defense game more than anything. So we're going to be playing on hard, which is going to hopefully find a good balance between difficulty and realism. And I think that's everything we need to know. So I will see you on the other side of this loading screen, and we will see what we have at our disposal, as it were. We should start in Antigua, or wherever it is in the on the east coast of the Caribbean. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are in the Caribbean. Our main base seems to be at Antigua, not at Nassau, so we're going to have to take Nassau in order to just get that historical accuracy going. We have plenty of fleets dotted around the Caribbean, and also there are pirate fleets really dotted around the entire ocean. We've got some, I think we have some ships somewhere around here off the coast of the Ivory Coast here. So what we want to do initially is get our economy going, of course, as in any Total War game. Now, when you start as the pirates in this mod, you are at war with everyone. You are at war with the entire world. And yeah, basically we can't form alliances, we can't form ceasefires, we can't do anything. We are going to be hated by everyone all the time. So it's going to be difficult. And the only way, of course, we can really get our economy going, because we can't trade, is to raid other nations' trade routes. So we're going to go through all of our crews, essentially, and we're going to work out what ships we have at our disposal. We should have them down here in the lists. We should see here. Here we go. So there's our captain on the Ivory Coast. We've got a captain here. Now you can see this is quite a lucrative business here. There's plenty of mostly Portuguese treasure coming back and forth along this trade route. So we're going to want to take as much of that as possible before they start sending warships after us. And the same here in the Indies. We should find a trade route down here somewhere. Surely they've got... Yep, there we go. That one's just... that's not much there to steal, but that's alright. Might as well. Now these ships are not exactly great. There's a Bex, and I'll let you have a look at the statistics here. We've got lovely new artwork for the ships. Some good history blurbs down here for you to read. I strongly recommend you go and read all of that. This game is incredibly relaxing and wonderful if you just take it slowly, as we are going to. We're going to take it very slow. We're going to enjoy the history. We're going to enjoy the sounds of the bird life and in the background, and just this is going to be relaxing, this Let's Play series. I'm sorry that there isn't any music. I might try and add some music later down in post, once I actually get these videos put together. But this mod has some wonderful music. Unfortunately, of course, YouTube's policy means I can't really show you any of that music or let you listen to it. I think that's everything now. Oh no. These guys, I'm not sure entirely why they're grayed out. I think that's because they don't have a commander. So we want to get these are trade ships, so we want to get these galleons as far away from Spanish waters as possible, because I know the Spanish are going to come out here. They've got a huge navy at this stage, and we want to get them as far away as possible from trouble. We have another fleet here. This is also a treasure ship. Here we can use this to trade. So we'll send that actually out of the Caribbean. We'll actually send this along this trade route here and see if we can go and start selling our wares on the Ivory Coast or something. We can't trade with other nations, but we should still be able to establish trade routes along the coast. So let's just go here for now and raid that trade route. That's excellent. I think that's all our movement done. Now the next thing to do is to actually check our regions. So we've only got 2 regions. We have Leeward Islands in Antigua, and we have Trinidad y... where's that? I can't read that. I need my glasses. Tobago. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. I can't read very well without my glasses here. I need to go and find them. But anyway, yeah, it is Trinidad. So we will build, I think, the governor's residence for now. And we're definitely going to want to upgrade the port and the roads. And I'll get to recruitment in a minute. Can we upgrade the roads? Yes, here we go. Infrastructure is here. Basic roads. So we want to really get established early on where we've got plenty of money, plenty of funds. We'll upgrade the ports. Upgrade the pirate cove here, which is essentially the governor's residence. Antigua is going to be a nest of pirates. Our first objective is going to, of course, be to take Martinique in the Windward Islands. So we're going to need to recruit some men. We're not going to build a fortress yet, but we are going to recruit some men. Now here you can see we do have a new roster for the pirates, which is fantastic. We've got mercenaries, what does that say? Eastern mercenaries. We've got generals, marines, buccaneers, pirate, bloodthirsty berserkers, I think that says. Sailors, free sailors. We have a wonderful roster. And here we have, of course, an homage to a certain film franchise. That's fine. I can forgive them that. Although I wish they'd just kept it more historically accurate, to be honest. Speaking of historical accuracy, what's really cool about this is if you look in here, you can't just, recruit these ships. Some of these are new. Pirate Galleon, that's with the mod. Fantastic. Love it. But we also have the Royal Fortune. The Royal Fortune was the flagship of Bartholomew Roberts. And we're definitely going to be recruiting that early on, because that is going to be the flagship, the Royal Fortune of our fleet, for obvious reasons. This is a bit of an homage to Bartholomew Roberts, just because of his 300th death day, I suppose you'd say. But we want to continue for now, just raiding, recruiting. It will take a little while for me to get this first turn going. Let's actually just recruit buccaneers for now, because we don't want too many. These are cheap, very, very cheap. Only 170 upkeep cost, and we want to keep our costs down as much as possible. But we also want enough men to take Martinique. We want this whole sort of archipelago in our control before we move west and see if we can take Nassau and maybe even raid Santo Domingo. Might be something worth doing in the next few turns. Alright, so I think that's about everything. I'm just going to do a quick check, just make sure I've got everything under control here, and everyone has moved and is busily doing what pirates do and raiding trade routes. And then we shall end our turn and see if we get attacked. Hopefully not. We shall see. Okay, well, we're in trouble here. It looks like Joseph Culliford has been attacked with his 3 ships by a fleet of Indiamen. I guess they didn't want us raiding their trade routes, so they're going to try and chase us away. And it looks like they'll succeed. We can't run any further. Now, I'm tempted to fight this out, because we could probably win this if I was clever about it, but it would take a while. It would take a little bit of maneuvering, and to be honest, I'm not that attached to this particular fleet. I think we might come back with a slightly stronger fleet in this area, so we're just going to auto-resolve this one. We'll probably lose. Yes, we did. How much enemy killed? We got 2 of their ships by the looks of things, and we have 1 remaining. But we'll probably lose it anyway because... Oh, no. Withdraw. And here we go again. We can't retreat. We'll auto-resolve once more.
The fleet is lost.
And that's the end of that fleet. Sorry, but...
Infamy.
yeah, and that looks like they took that ship as well. I am not particularly concerned about that, however. This is... We're too spread out, and we really need to consolidate. And the truth is that now, I don't have to worry about paying that particular fleet. Now do I? Now we also got attacked by some ships from the United Provinces, and the Spanish are chasing us around the Caribbean as well. We've got to get rid of this. Fleet destroyed. Wow, that's a lot of recruitment information. Okay, so I'll go through these in my own time. This is mostly just letting us know trade routes are raided, and war has been declared between various nations. This does not concern us. This is world politics, and we're not interested in world politics. We're interested in making a good buck. What's this? Ancillary gained. 1+ happiness, nobility. Ah, excellent. Phineas has himself a mistress. Good for you, mate. Well, I suppose you wouldn't be a pirate without a woman or 2 on your arm, now would you? That is a true stereotype. They were famously fond of women and wine. But we're gonna take this slow. We're gonna just relax here. But we'll you know what? Let's be cheeky and no, we can't. We can't take that. I'm trying to get this fleet over here so we can join these together. Perhaps be a little bit less vulnerable. I'm not sure if we're going to succeed. So I'm just thinking here for a moment. What are we going to do? What is our long-term strategy? We need to consolidate this fleet here situation. I would rather have all my ships in one place able to fight off some of these Spaniards than actually have them all spread out across the Caribbean raiding individual trading routes. How is our money situation? We are actually earning money, so that's good. And we are recruiting just off screen. I'd forgotten to start recruiting. Where is it? Down here. Yeah, we've started to recruit some light frigates, which is nice. And so we should have a couple of those next turn. I think that's basically it for this turn. Essentially, oh, we just need to get this. This fleet was attacked and we managed to sail away, so that's excellent. We're going to send them off to South America. Down here. So they'll go and do that. And we'll need more recruits, naturally. You'll forgive me for being a little bit lost and confused at this stage. We're still just working out where all our assets are and what we're going to be doing. Shall we? We'll continue to hire buccaneers for now. I think we'll need at least a few handy men with cutlasses just to keep the French from giving us too much trouble. Now this settlement, Martinique, is completely undefended, so we're definitely going to be wanting to attack that sooner rather than later. But recruitment is an issue. You can only recruit one battalion at a time, so I think that's that turn done. So let's just double check the lists here. Our army doesn't need to move. Are you still raiding? Yes, you are. Excellent. They're probably going to get attacked next turn, but that's fine. As a matter of fact, we might move them slightly further out of the way. Let's start raiding that fleet there. They're fine, and they're fine. Trade route raided. Alright, that should be good for another turn. And so let's see if we have to fight it out this time. I'm sure we'll get a battle sooner rather than later. There's plenty out there trying to kill us, that's for sure. Well, 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 what do we have here? It looks like we have a lonely brig, a Spanish ship, the Campion, which we have an opportunity to intercept. And we're definitely going to try our hand at piracy now. Let's actually attack this and see if we can capture this ship. That would be really nice. So I shall see you on the other side of this loading screen. Let's get them, shall we? All right, ladies and gentlemen, deployment is done. We've actually spread out in a bit of a wide formation here rather than in a line. We're going to want to cover as much water as we can in case they make a run for it. And I want to spread out my fire. We're going to try and board her if we can. We have here the flagship, the Misere, and she's a galleon. We're going to want to use her firepower, and we're going to use these sloops here, or one of these is a race-built galleon, to sort of harass from a distance as well. So let's get on with this, shall we? End deployment and start battle. What are they going to do? Well, we will find out. There she is, Brig Campion. Let's get the galleon underway first. Send her in this direction. Make sure she's at full sail. Come on. See how we go here. Ah, there we go. Just got to get used to the controls here. I think they've tweaked a few things, actually. We'll just head that up there. These can stay here. They're already starting to unfurl sails, but I don't think we need to worry too much. Let's actually race this over here. And you can just shadow the galleon. There we go. Let's make our way towards our enemy, shall we? I shall put a quick cut in here, and we'll get back to you once the action's actually commenced. The first thing we do need to worry about, though, is we need to set chain for all of these, because we want to capture this. Capture the ship, not sink it. She might try and escape. We shall see. Let's get in position. We're going to try and cross her T up here with this here sloop. And I'll get back to you in a moment once we have everyone in action, ready to go. Oh, first volley. Here we go. Alright, looks like we're coming in for our first volley here with the sloop. We need to get nice and close to use chain, and they have rigged sails. Ouch. The man on the deck was taken out there. Come on, lads. Where's the wind blowing? We're against the wind here. What are you doing? Come on. Well, they're hurling her with musketry, so that's not a bad thing. Let's turn her around. Fire at will, please. There we go. You can continue engaging that. She's firing at stern chasers. And I'm sure you get the idea when I told you the sound design was excellent. Yeah, they've got some great sound effects for this mod. And the thing is, this galleon, these galleons I should say, are not exactly nippy compared to a brig. Let's try and cut her off over here. Keep firing, boys. Come on. Reload. Spin her about. The AI in this is somewhat derpy. I have to admit, it is fairly derpy. Not sure why that brig's not firing. We need to get in a little closer. Try and cut her off. Her bow and on her stern. We want to board with... This is the race built. How many men do we have on board? 59. This is now... If we're going to board, we want to use the galleon. Stop. Damn it. Didn't. You just come around here. Stop. There we go. Beautiful. That's what I'm talking about. And that's her foremast down. She's not going anywhere. Let's get ready to board. What I do like about this... Whoa! There's a lot of cannon fire happening right now. What I do like about this game is that men on the deck actually are animated, and you can actually see them firing muskets at their enemies. Down goes the main mast. She may actually surrender at this point. Use grape shot. Oh, it's in the way. Oh, no, she surrendered. There we go. Close victory. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that is our first battle done. And we managed to take that brig, although I did order her to be scuttled and we just took the money. So we don't have an extra ship, but we do have extra gold, which is always nice. We got about 580 pieces out of that ship. But we do need to send these guys back to safety, and fortunately now we have a friendly port over here we can put them in. I may actually, rather than repairing the Laurel Verde, I might just have her decommissioned. But we'll worry about that for next episode. The other thing that happened while that turn was still going, and you didn't see this because I, of course, forgot to put on the recording again. But we got attacked. As soon as we finished that battle, we got attacked by this this large Denmark fleet here in the Straits of Madagascar, and we, of course, were cornered against the land here, and we had no chance whatsoever. So I just auto-resolved that, and that was the end of that fleet. So we're definitely going to have to rebuild the fleet next episode, and actually produce some ships that can hold their own in battle, because these little Zebeks, they aren't able to stand really against these brigs and sloops, and you know, that's probably one of ours there, the freebooter. So they took one of our ships. We need some more substantial square riggers. I think we need some proper firepower, but we'll worry about that for next episode. I hope you have enjoyed this series so far. Let me know what you think of how I'm doing things. I'm not sure if I'm doing the right thing with editing in the way I am. Maybe it'd be better just to, you know, have half-hour episodes, just show you everything, rather than cutting things out. Let me know what you'd prefer in the comments below. This has been Kairos. Thank you all very much for viewing. I will see you in the next episode.